Hello and welcome to another edition of the Rake Reflects. So this is my last chance. You're going to see me play Pied Piper on this patch tomorrow, your time. There's supposed to be a new patch dropping sometime on Halloween. So I've enjoyed this patch quite a bit. Had some very strong successes, and I think for this patch anyway, Pied Piper is my preferred hero. Not to say he's necessarily overwhelmingly the best, although the great thing about this patch is there's actually nothing that's overwhelmingly the best, I don't think. The Wonder Waddle finally got nerfed, so it's no longer a runaway there. And here we're happy to go ahead. Last turn we did somewhat awkwardly lock the forbidden fruit. Awkward in that if we actually had slayed with the kitty cat purse, we wouldn't cast it, but we still had the pair, the second kitty, cut purse, and so there were like just no bad outcomes there. We get a tie here, it's fine. And here we got a kitty slay, so we got a little bit of extra gold, and we can go ahead and cast a shrink ray and and buy ourselves 3 nice little creatures for ourselves, and that puts us all right. Always happy to bank a blind mouse with Pied Piper's ability. Gives us a lot better chance of actually popping that off, and we get a nice hit. First attack, take care of their mem, and easily take care of them. Get a slay in on top of it all, and this shop does not entice us too much. We're not really in the Wizards Familiar business at the moment. It's a little late for us to try and get into that, unless treasures pop off. And this is also not great. We can go ahead and buy the good support, and the unicorn is not terrible, but we go ahead and take a roll. And here we're going to go ahead and lock, cast the Mix-a-Wizzle, and just grabbing this this evil support is going to give us the strongest board this turn. So we go ahead and take that, get a nice hit from that baby dragon. Dragon doing excellent work, and we get a win, and we get a slay. We get a free evil witch, and this treasure. I lean usually towards sandals quite a bit. I decided to go ahead and take the dragon's nest a little bit just to be different, and then we take a roll, and blind mice are here, and this early Coin of Charon is just going to be a lot of stats, and we can certainly, if we build into the good boy build that I always do, always love, that will certainly get us nice and far. And okay, just kind of have to burn off the rest of the gold for this turn and get into combat against this Sphinx, and pretty easy win. They don't have that many characters. We get a slay, and I guess they just want to give us a level 3 treasure. Can't say no to that, although these aren't the best treasures. It's a little awkward, but we take Fancy Pants when we know we can't buy a character this turn. I guess, technically we could sell out and buy the Black Cat, but doesn't seem ideal. So let's just pop into the combat, which goes quite well. They only had basically 1 real unit. And we can go ahead and Fancy Pants up this friendly spirit. And I think it's appropriate for us to we're strong enough to take this experience. Baby Dragon, I guess, gets the axe there. And then here we see a lot of things. We like the Lightning Dragon, we like the Lady of the Lake, and we like the Evil Witch. So we're just going to go ahead and lock that. Awkwardly have to float a gold, but let's just go ahead and get into the combat, which kind of wish we had that baby dragon back to take out this Queen of Hearts before it got too big. As is, we do take a loss, can't even get their upgraded unit. And we want the Fancy Pants buff on the Lady of the Lake, give that ranged unit a little bit extra oomph. Not the best spells back here, but I decided to go ahead and get off of the Dragon Nest, and let's see what Genie's Wish has for us. Genie's Wish says take 2 damage and do this. Okay, that's fine. And then actually, the Lightning Dragon being supported by the Lady of the Lake is pretty good. Also, it works pretty well with the Coin of Charon in that it's probably going to grow a couple times, and then you'll have like a 18-13 Lightning Dragon that'll take out 2 characters from the back row pretty consistently. So, feeling pretty good about where we're building into. And this is just a fairly weak horde dragon. Only got 1 treasure. It's not a great treasure. And we take them down fairly easily there. And kind of looking at that soul tech, but we don't need it right away. And okay, I'd love to Medusa, Fancy Pants of Medusa. This 6/6 that'll attack or kill when it attacks, so that makes a great unit to slide down onto slot number 5. And here it's a little bit awkward, and we end up we sell the Billy Goat. Yeah, I sell the Billy Goat and get this treasure. We get the upgrade. It's nothing too enticing for us. We could take the Rune Stones, but I'd rather have that free spell. We'll do this, and we will lock the Lady of the Lake. And we're trying to readjust the positioning, and we just don't get there in time. We're trying to get the Medusa into slot 1, supported by the Evil Witch. Didn't happen. We'll manage. Yeah, we're able to take the fight with that with some subpar positioning. The old slot 7 Medusa. Oh well. So we will Fancy Pants up this Lady of the Lake, try and fix the positioning a little bit here, and at this point it's pretty hard to pass up on cheap experience, only 2 gold. Can't quite get there on the Lance, so we're not going to invest our gold into that. We are here just going to go ahead and bank a Sporko for as needed in the future, and another sure shot just to get extra gold going into level 6. It's very hard for us to lock a shop going into level 6. So then we just want to rearrange things a little bit there. That looks right. Maybe, yeah, that's probably a little bit better. We don't know that we need the soul tech, and in fact we do not need the soul tech. However, unfortunately, this rotten apple tree is just a little too big for us, and we can't quite handle it. So, a little unlucky on that fight, but so it goes. And here, I take the Cinderella. It was a little awkward. I forgot about the Fancy Pants buff. I love Cinderella. I usually always take her. Giving her Fancy Pants was maybe not ideal. I will concede that. And we'll go ahead and grab this nice little the Robin Wood, and we can go ahead and upgrade here. And it looks like Krampus' sleigh, and we're pretty much done with pants here. And yeah, I'm just going to set up, and now we're going to play this Soul Tech, protect the back row in case we need it. If we don't, yeah, it's not going to be ideal. We don't need it here, but we get some okay hits here. Yeah, that Medusa just coming in big time, taking out their big unit. And okay, let's try and get a little bit lucky with this treasure map. Cinderella, we're gonna try and keep you on the down low for the moment. Right now, you know we still love you, Cindy. Okay, and let's go ahead and grab that. And okay, we should be able to get this Hercules to give us a level 7 treasure without too much trouble. And it's going to be real easy if we grab this good boy. We can sell out of... Yeah, we can sell out for it. It's going to, you know, be a little committal. But getting this good boy, getting hopefully some coin buffs on them right away should be good. We go ahead and cast your spell, obviously, and then just going to run the soul tech, except then I realize then the good boy is not going to get the Robin Hood buff. So last second, and actually the Cinderella having the fancy pants and having that 3 extra attack guarantees that the Robin Hood goes onto the good boy, which is actually quite huge. So I was actually like kind of a super secret genius by ensuring that happened. Unfortunately, this Geppetto is summoning a lot of things, and it hurts. It hurts. There's pain. We got some unlucky hits in there somewhere. This Fairy's Queen Wand is going to do quite nicely. Extra stats that can turn into more extra stats that can turn into more extra stats. Okay, I can get on board with this. Yeah, and another Robin Hood, another good range back unit. Perfect. And we can go ahead and get this lucky coin and another good boy. Fantastic. Good boys are going to get pumped up by the Robin Hoods, and then there's just going to be stats galore for everybody, and it'll be super fantastic. This Horde Dragon is going to go down in flames. It's going to be fantastic. Except, no, the Lightning Dragon's going to slay. They've got the perfect treasures. Their Jormungand gets huge. Eventually, we can kind of deal with everything except this Jormungand. Except we don't even get the chance to do it because Jormungand's just too big and range back row. But we don't die. We go to 1. 1's not none, but it's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. And we get a non-fancy pants chicken. I had to double think about that for a second. And we're not sure exactly what to do. Again, this is a little awkward spot where we haven't seen our opponent in a while. And we can go ahead and cast this Rite of the Valkyries first. And go ahead and pretty easy skip on, well, I got a little... I decided to take the Fountain of Youth to give us a little bit of extra oomph for this one fight. Probably didn't need to, especially since we're about to go ahead and get a level 6 treasure. So a little misstep there, but hopefully we can go ahead and get that to die first, which we do, so we get double coin buffs. We get a little bit lucky with our attacks to not get too wrecked by these rotten apple trees, which could have done a good chunk of damage to us. As is, we win that fight and get a ghost fight now, which is certainly going to need some extra strength to deal with that the Horde Dragon with the perfect slay comp, some slay treasures. So, gonna need some work here. Looking for, you know, obviously more good boys would be strong. A good combat spell would be here. And this is not what we're looking for. I thought for a long time about whether I maybe wanted to dream next turn into a different hero. Like I could get Big Bad Wolf, or getting the first attack with the Dracula could be quite strong. But I decided against it, and while I was burning all those brain cells, I forgot to cast this Candy Rain, which would have gotten an extra +1/+1 on the good boy, which would, I mean, not saying it'd be game breaking, but it wouldn't be a bad thing. It would, Martha Stewart would approve. It would be a good thing. And at this point, Geppetto is quite dead, so it's just going to take a while to get through all that, but they're never a threat to all our board. And here we go. We're last fight against this Horde Dragon, and okay, yeah, we'll take another upgraded good boy. Another level 6 treasure. That seems like it'll work. And we take this phoenix feather. It's a little bit awkward. Hopefully, in that, like right now, it's going to summon the. Looks like it's going to kind of destined to summon 2 friendly spirits. Hopefully 2 friendly spirits. If the friendly spirit dies first, it'll only summon 1, which will be quite sad for us. But we've got the soul tax, so hopefully if attacks go our way, we'll be able to handle this. And let's just go ahead and slow this fight down. And we get in, and you see they've scaled pretty well just from the couple fights since we saw them. We get lucky, the lightning dragon does get blanked by our soul tech, and we get the next attack. And then their lightning dragon attack again gets blanked by our soul attack, and our good boy gets a second attack in. At that point, we've scaled up enough that we're big enough that they can't slay. So from there, it is easy sailing. We get a couple giant friendly spirits, and there's nothing to do but give the opponent the old GG. We definitely got lucky there with the attacks. As you can see, we had only about a 12% chance to win there, but we take that. And with that, we will say arrivederci, if my Italian surname can help me pronounce that word, and say goodbye, arrivederci again to this patch. It's been a good patch. I've enjoyed it a lot, and looking forward to seeing what All Hallows Eve will bring us with the new patch. So, again, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. And until next time, may all your shops be gorgeous and all your hits be surgical.